all my beautiful celestial beings, and welcome back to my channel, or welcome to my channel if you are new. My name is Celeste Simone, and I offer pick a card tarot readings just like this one, as well as other spiritual guidance videos and heart-centered energy healing. So if that is something that you are interested in, please be sure to go ahead and hit that subscribe button and join our family of celestial beings. So for this pick a card reading, we're going to talk about how they really feel about you and answer that question about a particular person that you have in mind when you are picking one of these piles or multiple piles, if you feel drawn to do that. So if you are as excited as I am to find out how they really feel about you, then go ahead and give this video a big thumbs up and let's head on into these piles. Pile number 1, we have a Celestite stone. Pile number 2 has a Labradorite. Pile number 3 has a clear quartz crystal. And pile number 4 has a peach moonstone. So let's take a closer look at these piles so that you can go ahead and hit that pause button if you need to, and take the time to select the pile or piles that you are most drawn to. Please keep in mind that this is a general reading, so be sure to take only the messages that resonate with you and leave the rest. They may be for somebody else who has also chosen that pile. Alright, let's not waste any more time. As soon as you find the pile or piles that are right for you, you can head on down into the description box below where I've posted the timestamps for you so that you could head right over to your reading. So with that said, I will see you over at your reading. Hello, all my beautiful celestial beings who chose pile number 1 and the Celestite stone, which I have right on your pile over here. So I'm going to set your stone aside so that we can dive into your reading and find out how they really feel about you. So let's start with the tarot cards first. We have the 5 of Cups, the 8 of Cups, the 7 of Pentacles, and the Queen of Swords. Okay, group 1, so I feel as though they may be a bit heartbroken. Have you guys split up recently, or have you gotten into an argument? I feel like they really do care about you and that they're a bit sad right now. Maybe they're sad that they've lost the connection with you, or that maybe they haven't been in contact with you recently. I feel like they're very in a really emotional place right now, in some deep dark emotions that they're trying to heal from and trying to kind of get out of and grow from. And I see with the 7 of Pentacles, I feel as though you're someone they want to put more work towards. You know, they want to work on a relationship with you. They want to put effort towards that relationship. And I almost feel as though they do see you as more intelligent than they are. I feel like they respect you with the Queen of Swords. But they may just be feeling very emotional right now. They may actually feel a little bit judged right now. They may feel as though at some times it can be a little harsh or a little intimidating, really, your judgments or things that you say, because I almost feel like you're so clear focused. I feel like they respect so much your opinion that it can hurt even more deeply for them when either you guys have a disagreement or an argument, or even just when you're not on the same page with something and they maybe feel like they can't keep up with you. They have this respect of you being this really intelligent, really sharp individual, and keeping up with you may be intimidating. I feel as though they're trying to heal from this. They may, if they are an ex relationship for you guys, I feel like this person is trying to heal from it and is really taking it pretty hard. But they may just be kind of going about their work and going about kind of whatever projects they're working on or things they're working towards. They may be continuing to kind of go about their business in that sense. So they may seem as though they're okay and they're coping with it. But deep down, there's a lot of emotional grief, a lot of emotional pain that they're experiencing. And I think it's because they really do have a deep emotional bond with you. They really do care about you, whoever it may be. Now, it may be a relationship, like a loving partner relationship, or it could be whatever kind of relationship that is, a friendship maybe. I feel like even though they may seem as though they're just doing really well and being really successful and abundant in their day-to-day life, I just sense that deep down there's some emotional pain that they're really trying to heal from and trying to overcome. They may actually need more love from you, maybe more loving comforting actions from you. And their love language, I'm just seeing their love language may be a little different than yours. And if you're not familiar with love languages, there's more information online about different love languages and what each one of us has and how we show our love to each other. So if you guys have different love languages, then you may not realize that the other person needs to feel love in a very certain way. This could be through acts of service, speaking devotion to the person and telling them how much you love them, or telling them how great they are. There's also quality time. There's a whole variety of them. I'm pretty sure there's 5 different love languages. So I feel like this person may be putting on a front even where they seem put together, but deep down they have a lot of emotions. And they have a lot of emotions about you, and I really feel like maybe they need some reassurance. They may need more reassurance than you think they need, actually. So I'm just seeing that even though they may, again, seem like they are just kind of functioning and doing well, I feel like they need more emotional support. And this could be, a physical contact, or telling them that you love them, reassuring them. But I just feel like right now they may be feeling as though they are unloved, or just feeling as though they need more from you, but they may be actually afraid to ask. And again, this could be because they have a love language that is not being met, or a feeling that is not being met and is really needing healing right now. Because they are hurting. I see that they're hurting, and they're upset either by an argument that you had, and that's how they're feeling towards you right now. They're feeling, hurt or withdrawn, or feeling just very emotional in general. Even if you did nothing wrong, even if really there was nothing that you particularly did wrong, I just feel as though they're taking something very hard that you said or did. They may be taking it very hard, and that may be because they just have a lot of deep emotions and are very sensitive to that. But they like to hide it, and they may be doing perfectly well still, again, day to day, but deep down they are really hurting right now emotionally. And I do feel like they really do love you. They really care. They are very empathetic towards you. Now, this could be because they are feeling your energy as well. They may be picking up on something that you're going through. And maybe it's not that you did something that really hurt them. It could just be that, they are there for you. They feel very compassionate and empathetic for something that you're going through. But just be aware that whatever they're kind of showing on the external is not really the full picture of how they're feeling deep down inside. So let's head on into your oracle cards next. We have integrity. Drop the things that offend your soul. Embrace your truth. It's your life. Let no one live it for you. So with integrity, again, I feel as though they may not be showing their full feelings towards you, or full feelings surrounding your relationship, surrounding your connection. They may be keeping some deeper feelings within themselves. And if this is an ex relationship, if this is somebody you're no longer in contact with, I do feel like in regards to you, there is a lot of sadness and pain that they try to hide from everybody else, and it's actually not helping them really. I'm seeing that it's almost keeping them from really fully healing from the heartbreak that they are experiencing right now. So yeah, just keep in mind that they're in need of integrity right now. They need to embrace this truth of how they really truly feel about your connection, how much they actually do really care, even if they are kind of putting on a front. Okay, next we have dignity. Take pride in yourself. This is very similar to the card I just picked, but it says take pride in yourself and all that you have become. Feel honored by your choices, achievements, and actions. So they may not be very proud of themselves right now. They may be beating themselves up for something they did, for something they said to you, and they feel really bad about that. I also feel as though they may have a lot of regrets about something they did, and they're just not. For these two cards, I just feel like this is something that they need right now, rather than something that they are holding. Just between these and then the 8 of Cups and the 5 of Cups in reverse, I just feel that rather than seeing the glass half full, they may be actually kind of stuck in those emotions for the time being. And it's because they're kind of maybe going over and over again within their emotions. They're kind of like reliving those emotions about you, surrounding you, and how they really feel. Okay, next we have nature. Sometimes all you need is to go outside, breathe the fresh air to remember who you are and where you want to be. Yeah, remember who they are. You know, they may be feeling a bit at odds with themselves. They may be feeling disconnected from their emotions. And I feel like with nature, this is speaking to me of healing, going into some healing and cleansing energy for them in order to kind of move past these deep emotions that they have for you. And again, remember who you are. This is them needing to really get in touch with those emotions. They may feel like you bring out too many emotions for them, you know, and it scares them. So they may feel like they have to kind of disconnect from those emotions, and they're disconnecting from themselves. So right now I just feel like healing is needed for them, and they're going through this like deep well of emotions and maybe even just having a hard time moving past it. Okay, next we have adventure and gentleness. Okay, I feel as though with these two cards, this is kind of the two pieces of energy that is coming out with the Seven of Pentacles and the Eight of Cups and Five of Cups. I feel as though when they are around you, they really have an opportunity for adventure and for excitement. I feel like you brought adventure to their lives, but also very specifically an adventure, almost like a new energy that they have never been used to before, a new excitement. And at the same time, there's this gentleness energy. I feel like you've brought out some really deep emotions within them at the same time. And I feel like together, you guys in the physical went on an adventure, or maybe it was a lot of emotions all at once. It was a lot of energy all at once that felt like an adventure for you guys, like very intense love. And if this is a friendship relationship, then I just feel as though you guys have kind of highs and lows, maybe regardless of the relationship. I just feel like there's highs and lows, where there's times where you have really high energy, high vibration, or they feel that from you, and then you guys can fall into this kind of gentle mode where it's more emotional. You guys kind of pick up on each other's emotions or bring that out in each other. And I just feel that there is a need right now for this person to be gentle with themselves, but also vice versa. Like, I feel like they need gentleness right now, as I mentioned with the love language. I feel like they're healing right now from maybe getting too high and then, you know, dipping down into a low again. Something maybe happened between the two of you that kind of led to hurting each other's feelings in a way that was unintended. And I feel that, again, there's like this highs and lows. Like, you can have a really, really good time and things are on high, or something can happen and this person is very sensitive to it and they may take it very harshly. So they're actually more of a gentle soul, even though maybe outwardly they kind of seem like they have it all together, or they're put together, or they have everything sorted out. They have everything planned. They have their adventure figured out. They know what they want. They're in control. They seem that way on the outside, but on inside there's like a gentleness to them. Okay, and next we have transition. So is your relationship going through a transition? I almost feel as though maybe either you transitioned apart from each other, or things are getting more serious. Maybe you guys are realizing you have deeper emotions towards each other. But this transition is causing some old emotions to come up probably for both of you, although I think you are more level-headed, and this other person may be a little more of the kind of emotional side of things, where they have turbulent emotions is what I'm hearing. So yeah, I just feel like they may be easily offended. But the funny thing is too, is like I just feel like you're the mature one in the relationship and trying to stay level-headed and try to kind of be rational about the whole thing, and they are just kind of deep off in their emotions, which really the only thing that they can heal it is for them to really grow and mature from those emotions. And I think they look up to you for guidance through these emotions. Okay, and last but not least, we have trust. This person is really lacking trust in themselves, I think. And I think when they look at you, they see that you are put together with the Queen of Swords. They really sense that this is your energy and that they kind of look up to you and trust your guidance. And they see you as almost an authority figure, in the sense that you may just be more mature in your experiences. You may have been through a lot. Not to say that they haven't, honestly, because they do have a lot of emotions here that need to be healed. But I feel like you've done some inner work as a result of the things that you've been through. I feel like you've matured from those things, and that you've grown as an individual, so that when they look at you, they really trust your opinion. They trust your advice on healing. So whatever they're going through emotionally right now, it's important to know that this is where they are at, that they really do feel some deep well of emotion, and they look up to you and they respect you. You know, they respect you for that. So I just feel as though they look up to you and they respect you for your knowledge and for your insights, and even admire you for those things as well. So I feel as though they have this gentle side of them. They may be actually adventurous as well. I feel like together you guys may just kind of, again, go through those times of extremes in some ways with the adventure, but then this person kind of falling into some emotional wells that they have to kind of work through and need help with. But they look to you for certain guidance and trust. And whatever transition you are going through right now, I think just be aware. I just feel as though it's important for them to be near nature, and it's important for them to work through this emotion rather than being stuck in it. But I feel like if they're not outwardly showing this, it may just be that they don't know how to express themselves, but they may need more encouragement and more gentleness, more healing, more comfort than it appears. Okay, group one, thank you so much for joining me for this reading. I hope these messages were helpful to you. Please be sure to give this video a big thumbs up if you did enjoy it. Comment down below, let me know if it resonated with you. I would love to hear from you guys. I read all the comments and I try to answer back as soon as I can. If you have not done so already, please go ahead and join our family of celestial beings by clicking that subscribe button down below so that you can be notified when I post a new video. Last but not least, if you would like a personal reading so that I can answer specific questions for you, you can go ahead and find all the personal readings I offer on my website, celestesimone.com, which is linked in the description box below. That's going to do it for this reading. I hope to see you back again soon, but bye for now. Hello, all my beautiful celestial beings who chose pile number 2. I have your pile with the Labradorite stone on it right here. So I'm going to set your stone aside so that we can dive into the tarot cards first and find out how they feel about you. Okay, let's start. We have the 2 of Swords, 10 of Cups, Ace of Cups, and the 9 of Pentacles. Wow, okay, yeah, I see really loving energy from this person coming towards you. I really think they want to start a relationship, a long-term relationship with you. I feel like this could be a romantic partner for you guys, and I feel like they're very reliable, very stable. I feel too as though they may have previously been afraid to speak to you, but I feel as though they're gaining the courage to actually talk to you if they have not done so already, and kind of start something with you guys, make it happen, you know? So with the 2 of Swords in reverse, I feel like this kind of feeling of indecisiveness with them is going to go away, and they're going to be able to really connect the 2 of you with the 10 of Cups. I feel like you guys are going to come together and start a really beautiful romance, a really great connection between the 2 of you. And with the 9 of Pentacles, I just feel like it's going to flourish. Like you guys are going to have a lot in common. I feel like it's going to grow, and I feel like it's going to play out into at least a long-term relationship for sure. It feels as though you're going to build a foundation together, build a strong relationship together moving forward. But this person definitely loves you and has a lot of emotion for you. I can just feel that they are so excited. Like you guys may even be in the beginning of your romance. You're just maybe starting out, or you're going to be very soon. And I feel like this person is just in love with you right now. Like they're just overflowing with happiness and excitement about this new relationship. But with the 9 of Pentacles, I feel like it's, even after kind of all that emotion, it's really going to build, you know, the actual relationship, the core of it is going to build and grow. Okay, yeah, they're finally taking steps forward. They're finally making that decision. They're finally taking initiative. I feel like that's going away, because before it was almost like they were indecisive. They were maybe afraid to say something, or they kind of felt like maybe they got caught up in their head about talking to you, but that's finally over, and you're moving into a really great relationship and coming together. All right, let's head on into your oracle cards next. Love. I was like, oh my gosh, I bet it's gonna be love. Yes, so it says, listen to your heart, embrace what makes you happy. There are 1 million reasons to love. Yeah, this person loves you. They're in love with you. They want to have this relationship. They want to continue growing with you, continue their life with you. They're just really in almost like lovesick. Like, I feel like it's that kind of even like new love jitters too, about like, oh my gosh, I'm so excited. And you can, I don't know if you can tell, but like I can like feel this energy, and it's just making me so happy right now. So yeah, they're in love with you. Action. Wow, okay, so this card says stop hesitating. Movement creates the magic. Nothing can hold you back. That's what I was saying. No more hesitating. This person is going to take some action if they have not done so already, but they are ready to take action. They want to kind of approach you, or they want to do something for you. If you're already in a relationship, they are ready to kind of take some action to show you their love. That's what I heard. Okay, let's keep going. Healing. Bless all in need of healing, hope, and love. Spirit, grant us the strength and wisdom. Guide us to the path of wellness. I feel that your love together is very healing for you both with the Ace of Cups. I feel like if you're already in a relationship, then the relationship has been very healing for you. And if you have not already come together, coming together is going to be very emotionally healing for you at an energetic level, I'm seeing with this healing card. So this is going to be a really beautiful romance for the two of you. And as I mentioned, this is like a long-term relationship. I feel like this has a lot of growth in store for it. Okay, next we have discernment, and we also have nature. So what I'm immediately seeing with these two cards is that this individual is very discerning with who they choose as a partner. This person, it's just in their nature. I feel like this is their nature, is to be very careful with who they trust, with who they choose. I feel like what these two cards together are telling me is they just naturally, you know, want to be very careful with who they choose, because when they choose to be in a partnership or relationship with somebody, it's long term. They want to be serious about that because they give 100%. They don't want to just go with anybody. So finding you and then actually choosing to stop hesitating and take action about the relationship, you know, this was by design. They really thought about it. They really were discerning about making that decision, and that's why they were kind of hesitating. You know, they were kind of hesitating to take that step forward. And these two appearing together, I just feel like this is in their nature. This is who they are. They aren't going to be the type of person to just kind of jump into a relationship. They want to be very careful with who they end up with. And I also feel like they could, for many of them, they may have a connection with nature, and that may be a commonality between the two of you, but they may just enjoy being out in nature, and they bring that to the relationship. Next we have awakening and protection. This person, I feel as though your relationship, your partnership is protected by an angel. I feel like you guys are protected. I also sense the protective energy that this person has over the relationship. I feel as though this love is very pure, is very beautiful and spiritual with the awakening. So I feel like it is protected by the high vibration that you guys bring together, because I mentioned this was a healing relationship, and this is healing at an energetic level, at a spiritual level. So when I see awakening and I see protection, I feel that you guys are being protected. You may both have kind of guardian angels protecting the relationship and protecting you, but I feel like this person is also very protective of you and of the relationship, because he or she really does value it. They know how amazing it is. They know how important it is. It was very much like a spiritual awakening for them to be in this relationship, or it will be. Meeting you and their feelings about you has been very healing and very eye-opening for them, realizing what they really want after being very discerning about after being very careful about who they trust. You know, once they met you, this was very awakening for them. They felt like, wow, this is somebody who they maybe didn't even think they would ever meet. They didn't think they would ever connect with at this level. They didn't expect that. So it was very awakening for them to connect with you at such a soul level. And yeah, I do feel like with protection, they're very protective of they don't want to ruin this. You know, like I said, they're committed. They were very careful in selecting who they would put their 100% towards, you know, who they would get into a relationship with. They're very careful and discerning, and meeting you is very awakening for them. I feel like through this love connection, they are having this almost spiritual awakening, really, through this love connection. That's how powerful this love energy is for you guys. And they want to keep it safe. They want to protect you. They want to make sure that you are feeling protected, that you feel safe in the relationship, and they don't want to ruin this relationship. They are there long term. They want this to work out. Okay, group 2, this was such a beautiful reading. Wow, you guys are just so high vibrational right now. I can just sense that you guys are going to really have a beautiful love connection. I hope this reading was helpful to you. Please let me know by giving this video a big thumbs up, and comment down below. Let me know that this did resonate with you. I would love to know that this pile was helpful. If you have not done so already, please be sure to join our family of celestial beings by hitting that subscribe button down below. Last but not least, if you would like a personal reading where you can ask me more questions and I will provide detailed answers to your questions, then you can head on over to my website, celestesimone.com, which is linked in the description box down below. That is going to do it for this reading. I hope to see you back again soon, but bye for now. Hello, all my beautiful celestial beings who chose pile number 3. I have your pile right here with the quartz crystal on it. So I'm going to set that aside. And let's dive into your pile, group 3, so you can find out how they really feel about you. We're going to start with the tarot cards first. We have the Death card in reverse, Ace of Wands, we have Ace of Swords, and we have the Four of Cups. Okay, so right off the bat, you know, the Death card maybe sounds ominous, but it's really not. It's really all about transformation. I feel like this person may be on the other end of this transformation. Okay, so how they feel about you is you really made a huge change in their life. You transformed them completely, and they went through a lot of growth, and I feel like they are feeling this surrounding your relationship, that this was like a big turning point in their life. So if you are no longer in a relationship anymore, this may be why the Death card is coming through, because this may be the ending that has happened. And with the Ace of Wands in reverse, I'm seeing that there was some painful growth that kind of happened for them, and that they just kind of started that. But because of those changes they feel that you brought into their life, they went through some inner growth, and there were a lot of life lessons that they were taught. And I feel with the Ace of Swords that they're almost on a new start once again. So this relationship could have happened very quickly and suddenly, or ended very suddenly and quickly and unexpectedly, but they really attribute you to really teaching them a lot, to them growing. And I feel like they really went through a really big dark night of the soul. Even with the Death card, I feel like it was a very difficult ending that they went through if you guys did break up. But something maybe even before meeting you, and now that they're with you, I feel like you, in general, they feel you changed them. You made a huge difference in their life. And I feel like you led to a lot of maturity for them, a lot of growth, a lot of life lessons that were at a very soul level. So this is like big transformation that they went through, either now with you, or, you know, if they are no longer in a relationship with you, this could be the change that they went through after the relationship ended, and just kind of reflecting on it and feeling as though, wow, you really led to them going through a big, huge transformation within themselves. So you guys definitely are kind of part of the same soul group, I feel like, whether or not you guys stay in each other's lives, but I feel like you really are influencing each other at a deep soul level. And we're seeing with the Ace of Swords that they almost have new clarity now. They're in a place where, wow, they now have new understanding, new perspective because of you. And that's how kind of you made them feel, as though they are now more focused, they now understand things better. Now, at an emotional level, though, I feel that they are feeling a bit heartbroken. They're feeling as though they aren't really sure what they want anymore. They're not really excited about anything in particular emotionally. You know, there's this kind of feeling of hollowness. They feel like maybe they can't love again, is what I heard as well. So maybe for many of you, this is an ex that you were asking about. But yeah, they feel as though they don't know how to fall in love again, even. But I feel like they have grown. They've have a new concept of maybe who they are, a new clarity of what they want to do in their life, and whatever big transformation or ending kind of happens for the both of you, or how you kind of transformed their life. Whatever that was could have already happened, or maybe it's in the midst of happening right now. Maybe you're in the middle of this, but ultimately it is going to lead to them having kind of an awareness, a self-awareness, an awakening, an understanding that will leave them, you know, they feel emotionally heartbroken as well because of this. Okay, because they care, they really do care. But they did have to go through some growth, and that needed to happen for sure. And again, you guys kind of instigated that for each other because you were part of this soul group and soul mission, and part of their soul path was to go through this death, this big transformation and ending in their life. Okay, let's head into the oracle cards. We have awareness. I'm really feeling Ace of Swords energy from this card. It says, pay attention to the subtleties, look with new eyes. There are signs and omens everywhere. Yeah, so I really feel as though they feel that you gave them a new awareness of themselves. I think I mentioned that before, new self-awareness, a new perspective, and almost a new awakening, a new clarity, a new level of understanding about themselves, about you, about life, about relationships. So there was a lot of growth that they feel that you have they attribute to your part in that, your relationship together. Okay, next we have creation. Remember, your thoughts shape your future. Your words create today. Your choices become your reality. I wonder if for some of you, you introduced law of attraction to some of these people. For you, maybe this person wasn't aware of how their thoughts shape their reality, and you may have brought that perspective into their lives. I've seen that you brought like a spiritual perspective to their lives as well, and that led to some major growth for them, whether it was for good or, you know, it was difficult, whether it really tested them. Regardless, I feel like with creation, you may have taught them how to manifest things in their life, because creation is coming, but this is how they feel about you. And so I feel as though you taught them how to create things in their life using their thoughts. It gave them a new sense of awareness. It really, I feel like you kind of like blew their mind. Like you kind of brought things into their life that they just were not expecting. And it forced them through a lot of inner growth. You know, you may have been a mirror for them. I'm seeing that you were a mirror for them to learn themselves and know themselves better. That's how they're feeling about this whole thing. And this almost like creates for them, in a lot of ways, it creates for them a new future. Okay, and I feel like this may be their higher self talking as well, because I feel like they may not even be aware, but they're creating a new future for themselves with the Ace of Swords as well. I'm just feeling like this path really had a lot of endings to it, but they're now in the stage of new creations. Okay. Next we have metamorphosis, transformation for them. Yeah, you change them. You really transform them at a spiritual level. So it says, trust the process and be patient. Becoming cannot be rushed. Change is beautiful. Yeah, there's nothing, you know, one description of just defining the death card is metamorphosis. This is a transformation. and an ending of the old to bring in the new. So it's a transformation, it's also a transition, and I feel like this is something that is happening very quickly for them, but you changed them a lot. That's how they feel. They feel like you really transformed their life, transformed their perspective, their awareness of who they are, their awareness of the world around them, and how they can create and how they can change and grow. So this was a spiritual change for them, a spiritual metamorphosis for them. Okay, wow. Next we have ancestors. We have new beginnings. So they have some ancestors watching over them. I feel as though too, okay, I am sensing with this card 100% soul group. You guys have connections in your soul group. You have past connections as well in past lives. And I feel like you, with new beginnings, I'm sensing that your connection in this lifetime, group 3, your connection with this person in this lifetime is actually creating new beginnings for some old ancestral patterns for them. They don't even realize this. This is their higher self for your reading, group 3. Their higher self is actually communicating right now through these cards because their soul is going through a transformation, but at an ancestral level. So there's almost like ancestral karma here that is being transformed as well as themselves. And this is what their higher self is kind of feeling right now. So your connection between the two of you is part of healing those old wounds, healing old patterns on both sides, I feel like. And they're going into a new beginning for their children's children and so on, for their families, generations. This transformation within them at an energetic, like deeper level is then transforming them for many future generations, is what I'm sensing. That is wild. that is the message that I'm seeing right there. But yeah, that is wild. This is a change at many levels for them. So you may see it on the outside. They're experiencing it very intensely. They're not completely through it either. I just want to make note that there's still some emotional healing that they're going through. So they're not yet through this whole process yet, but what they are healing on the other end of this transformation and metamorphosis, what they are healing is very deep wounds from even like past lives. Okay, let's keep going. We have kindred spirits. Yeah, you guys are in the same soul group. No doubt about it. Kindred spirits, you guys are in the same soul group. Again, like I said, wow. This is such an amazing message. This is something very different than normally. You know, these things come through every once in a while. I'm always surprised by what spirit, you know, sends to me, but this is going back many past lives together. You guys healing these types of things and going through this over and over again. Wow. Okay. All right, and last but not least, we have a listening. They do. They feel that you are kindred spirits. They probably already know that, honestly. If they are conscious of that, then if not, then their higher self knows that. You know, their soul knows that you guys are kindred spirits. But I want to see what messages do we get from listening? Because I feel at some level this is the higher self listening. You know, this is the higher self knowing what it needs to do, what it came here to do. I feel too that they are almost receiving guidance from you by listening. They may show themselves as, I see with listening, I see clear communication between the two of you. I feel as though you are a good listener for them, that you are very healing for them. And if this is a past relationship, again, if this is an ex, I feel as though they're wanting to say something to you. Okay, I feel like they want to communicate this. They want to communicate how much you've changed and grown, how much you've contributed to their expansion and their growth. Because I feel like there's some confusion for them right now, and they really do appreciate you listening and being there for them. There's like this openness, I feel, at the end of this reading. I feel with the listening, I feel like there's something more to be said. I feel like there's something further between you that is needing to be heard. And I feel like you guys may be intuitive enough that they feel as though you're always listening. And to me, I feel as though, to me, that's to me saying that they feel like if they are not with you currently, if they talk to you, they feel like you can hear them. You guys have a connection like that. There's some kind of soul connection there where they almost will feel as though you're listening to them. If it's not in the physical, you know, because I feel like there's such a connection for you. They feel like you're kindred spirits, that they feel like you can hear them. So you may hear them say something, but it's like it's at a energetic level. You're hearing, you know, you have like a clear audience where you're hearing things that they are saying to you, you know, not like actually speaking, but they are reaching out to you, and they feel like you're listening, because I feel like you have a connection that can't be broken, just because you guys have a soul connection where you return to each other in each lifetime as needed to learn, to grow, and to expand and to transform and change and heal at a soul level. So wow, group 3, that was an amazing reading. I really hope that you enjoyed these messages, and I hope that these were helpful to you, especially if you're wondering kind of what this connection is. What are they feeling? What are they thinking? You know, this is because you guys have kind of a connection there that probably is like an old friendship, or even like an old romantic relationship that just continues to return over and over again through lifetimes. So that's probably why you may be feeling that and thinking about them. They may be on your mind, unless you are in a relationship with them, and then or hoping to be. It is because there is a connection between you two. So that is going to do it for this reading. Please give this video a big thumbs up if you did enjoy it. I would appreciate that so much, and it's an easy way just to help my channel out. Comment down below, let me know if this reading did resonate with you. I read all of the comments, and I try to answer back to all of them as soon as possible. If you have not done so already, please subscribe and join our family of celestial beings. I would love that so much. And last but not least, if you would like further answers, if you have further questions and you would like a personalized reading, you can head on over to my website, celestesimone.com. It is linked in the description box below, and on my website I list all the different options that I offer for personal readings. That is going to do it for this reading. I hope to see you back again soon, but bye for now. Hello, all my beautiful celestial beings who chose pile number 4. I have your pile right here with the peach moonstone on it. So I'm going to set that aside for now so that we can dive into your pile and find out how they really feel about you. Let's start with your tarot cards first. We have 4 of Wands, 3 of Swords, the King of Wands, and the Queen of Wands. Okay, there's a lot of fire energy in your reading right off the bat, and I feel as though they really do feel heartbroken, or they miss you. I do feel that they miss you, and they feel like they wish that you weren't so far from them, because I do see with the 4 of Wands, it's interesting because it's almost like something happened where they were celebrating, they were excited about something, but then I just see as though they feel as though they've been heartbroken by something that happened. Maybe shortly after a birthday, shortly after an anniversary, shortly after something of that sort, a gathering of some kind, things were ended, or something happened that really broke their heart, that really made them feel upset or sad about the whole thing. Maybe it was an argument. Maybe an argument happened between the two of you. And I feel like because the King of Wands is in reverse and the Queen of Wands is right side up, I feel as though there's almost like you guys are in a disharmony right now. There's almost like you guys maybe are in disagreement, or they feel as though they can't, you feel as though you can't resolve something between the two of you. They really do feel heartbroken. I feel like they are in their head about this. They feel, it's almost like as though they are regretful. They feel sad. They feel guilty. They feel betrayed in some way. Maybe you guys did get into an argument, or something happened that really upset them, and they can't move past that, and they just feel very, very saddened by the fact that you guys are in this kind of conflict with each other. But it's interesting that the 4 of Wands is here, because this is actually a celebration. This is actually something of that nature happening. So it's almost like there's like a positive side to this and also a negative side. But maybe one of you is doing really well and the other one is very unhappy. I feel as though maybe one of you is not really affected. Maybe you no longer, or one of you no longer had feelings for the other, and this really hurt the other's feelings deeply. But it's interesting, it's like two things happening at once. It's almost like you guys are on different pages, where one of you is very mad, but the other one is celebrating, or the other one is going through some kind of positive time as well. Or it could just be that both of these things are just kind of circling around you two at the same time. So on one hand, they may be very happy and very excited for you, or you make them feel very celebrational, very joyous. But at the same time, there's something that's bugging them too at the same time. So they're also feeling sad, or they're feeling like they can't get over something that happened to you guys. This could be even in the past. Maybe something happened between you that they are trying to heal, they are trying to get over, but it's hard. It's harder than they thought it would be, or it's harder than they want it to be, to get past this, to get over this. So I feel like there's a need to really discuss this. I feel like with the Swords energy, there's a conflict that needs to be communicated between the two of you, so that you guys can get on the same page. Because right now we have the King of Wands in reverse and the Queen of Wands right side up. So this is both of you guys. You guys may both be fire signs, actually. I feel like as though you're very similar, and so you may butt heads a lot because you're very similar energies. I wonder too if they feel as though they can go from being in a very happy, happy time, maybe partying a lot, maybe having a lot of fun, and then it can turn sour very easily. I feel like you guys can get into maybe arguments very easily, or something is lingering, or some kind of distrust is happening. Maybe they feel like they can't trust you fully in some way because of something that happened in the past that is no longer an issue perhaps, but now it's still, I feel like it's still in the back of their head, or they still feel like it is causing them inner pain. It's causing them like that sharp pain in their heart, worry. All right, let's continue into the Oracle cards to see further kind of what energies and messages they have. We have strength. You can have courage. You can endure. Find your center and spiral into your power. Strength to me is letting me know that this person is trying to overcome their feelings, this feeling of pain that maybe they feel about you in their subconscious, maybe even, or just from time to time, this hurt comes up for them. With the Strength card, I do feel as though they're trying to kind of power through this feeling that is kind of coming up for them, but there's something that they should communicate with you that they're maybe holding back from communicating. And I feel like with Strength, I just feel that maybe they see that you do have strength, and they feel like you are maybe even in a better place than they are. That you're able to get through things more easily than they are, and that could be bringing them down a bit, or making them feel as though they can't keep up with you. Okay, so let's keep going. We have happiness. Immense delight can be found in the smallest of things. Cultivate fluttering moments of joy. So that is really interesting here, because there is a lot of happiness in the Four of Wands, something that you guys are celebrating together, but that maybe they feel as though you're going through something, and maybe something happens that they are trying to help you through, and that they see that you have a lot of strength trying to move through that difficult situation. There's almost like something coming between the two of you. That's what I really feel. It's like, even though there's a lot of happiness that you bring to the table, that you have in your relationship, that they feel, they're feeling that happiness and joy, I feel as though something is kind of like coming between you two. It may be something like trying to have a child, or maybe you're trying to get married and your wedding was canceled due to the situation of the world today. Maybe it was something in between the two of you that is kind of creating the disjointed feeling. They may be feeling that right now. They feel as though, you guys are having to really put in the strength to really make this work, or to really overcome these obstacles, but that you bring so much happiness to them. Ultimately they feel that you bring so much happiness and joy to them. So it's like this third thing, that is kind of getting to you guys, or that maybe you need to talk about how you're feeling about it, but it's almost like distancing you a little bit. Okay, and next we have kindness. Live with compassion, open your heart to all life forms, be an angel with hands. Yeah, they feel that you bring them a lot of happiness. They feel as though you have a really kind soul and beautiful energy. I mean, it says angel with hands. I feel as though they may feel that you are almost like an angel to them, a gift, and very healing to them as well. So it's interesting how there is something here going on that may be bringing you two apart, or just kind of causing some inner turmoil with them. So it's not, again, it's not like an extreme. It's not something that I feel is going to, because there's so much joy and happiness still between the two of you. But I just feel like this is there, and so it's worth working through, it's worth talking about, it's worth healing together. But it is taking the strength, almost like it's taking your strength as much as this individual's strength together to really overcome this difficult time that's really being challenging for you. Okay, next we have change and we have grace. So maybe there's a big change happening for you guys that you're almost being forced through, or there's a change in the energy. Maybe the person feels as though you're changing because of something that you're going through, that you're feeling, he or she is feeling as though you're having to put a lot of strength and effort into your life right now, and this is changing you or changing the dynamic in some way. And I feel with grace, I feel that they see you as kind of moving through this difficult time with grace. They see you as gaining strength and also doing things that maybe are very challenging. They see you as somebody who tackles these changes, tackles this obstacle or challenges with grace. Some of you may, is some of your names Grace? Is Grace a name? This is the first time that I heard this, but I feel like Grace may be one of your names, or this person's name, or is there somebody named Grace in your life? For some reason, I just felt that for some of you. Okay, that's a very specific message, but anyway, it's out there. All right, next we have union. Yeah, they feel as though your connection is very important to them. They feel very connected with you. They feel as though they want a union. I feel like that if they haven't already had a union with you. Okay, so now I'm getting to that you guys may not already be in a relationship, and that is why they are facing this right now. And they are looking, they may actually see you as their savior in a lot of ways, helping them through this. Yeah. They may be actually, I'm feeling as though they may be wondering if you actually don't feel the same way about them. And that is what is bringing them down. This is another message that I'm seeing with union, is they want to connect with you. They want to be in a relationship with you, but they may actually be a little bit afraid of getting their heart broken. They may be afraid that you're not going to feel the same way about them. Yeah, that is a fear for them for sure, if you're not already in a relationship. Okay, and last but not least, we have faith. So I'm sensing with between kindness and faith, I'm sensing that they have a love for you that is almost like a faith. It's almost as though they see you as an angelic figure, as a very healing and kind soul. They also see you as somebody who is very much like themselves, except almost like you have it put together. Because again, I mentioned that you are almost very, very similar, but this person may be afraid. They're still afraid to kind of reach out to you and speak their truth. There's such a deep faith in your kindness even. Because I feel as though they want something more than friendships. They want to be near you. They feel best when they are close to you. And they have this faith in you that you won't hurt them. They have this faith in you, almost like this spiritual connection with you, in that they almost look up to you. They maybe put you on a pedestal even. I'm seeing that they put you on a pedestal above themselves. I'm seeing with these cards that there are a few that are drawing me to an angelic type energy. So I feel as though at a deeper level, they may see you almost as a guardian angel to them, a mentor at a spiritual level between grace and faith. I feel like they see you as somebody who is really in tune to themselves and who is in tune to their higher self as well. And because of that, I feel like they look up to you and they put you on a pedestal in that sense, where they really hold you in high regard. So something that you do or something that you change, something that happens for you where you're kind of going through a lot, it can easily hurt them. It can really easily hurt their heart, because their union with you is very important. Their union is very cherished. your union with them is very cherished by them, and it brings them a lot of joy and happiness. So whatever this Three of Swords is, I feel like they are heartbroken. I feel like they are feeling that, or they may just be worried or scared that you're going to break their heart because of how much faith they have in you, because of how much they're like hoping that you don't hurt their heart, or hoping that if they ask you, you know, if you want to make something come into union, be in a relationship with them, I feel like they're afraid that if you say no, they may be really heartbroken. And I just feel like they really trust in your energy. They feel like with the Queen of Wands, like their energy for you, like towards you, they just see you as a very creative individual who is very inspiring, and someone they kind of want to keep up with the King of Wands, because they feel like they see themselves a lot in you, they relate to you a lot, and they almost feel as though you're more in alignment with yourself, you're more authentic in your true self. So I feel like they may be a bit envious of that, or they just want to like emulate that part of you. I hope these messages were helpful. I do feel as though group 4 that there's kind of like 2 different messages coming through for you guys, depending on kind of where you're at in your relationship. And either way, I just feel that this person does want to make things work with you. They do want to connect with you at a deeper level, and they do feel as though you bring happiness to their life. So group 4, that is going to do it for your reading. I really hope that these messages were helpful to you. Please give this video a big thumbs up if you did enjoy this reading. That's just a simple way to help my channel out, so I super appreciate it. And comment down below, let me know if this reading did resonate with you. I read all of the comments, so I appreciate that so much, and I will reply back to you as soon as possible. If you have not done so already, please don't forget to join our family of celestial beings and hit that subscribe button down below. Last but not least, if you would like to have more answers, if you have further questions and would like more details on whatever it may be, I do offer personal readings, which you can find on my website, celestite.com, which is linked down in the description box below. That is going to do it for this reading group 4. I hope to see you back again soon, but bye for now.